In 2003, a young student sat alone in his Harvard dorm room. His name was Mark Zuckerberg. Outside, the world seemed normal. Students laughing, dreams being built, exams being studied for. But inside that tiny room, a revolution was quietly being born. Mark wasn't like everyone else. While most people were thinking about grades and parties, he was thinking about connection, about how humans interact and how technology could bring them closer together. He wasn't trying to get rich or become famous. He just wanted to solve a simple problem: how to help people see and understand each other better. One night, Mark wrote the first lines of code that would change his life forever. He built a website called FaceMash, a small experiment that compared students' photos, but it spread through the Harvard campus like wildfire. It was controversial, bold, and a little reckless, but it showed one thing clearly: Mark had something powerful, the ability to create things that people couldn't ignore. Soon, together with a few friends, Eduardo Saverin, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes, he launched something new, a small project they called the Facebook. At first, it was just for Harvard students, then for other universities, and then for the world. Within months, Facebook began spreading like nothing the internet had ever seen. It wasn't just a website, it was a new way of living. People were sharing, talking, expressing, and connecting like never before. Mark had tapped into something deeply human, the need to belong, to be seen, to be heard. But with success came chaos. As Facebook grew, so did the challenges: lawsuits, betrayal, accusations. His best friend, Eduardo, felt betrayed. The Winklevoss twins accused him of stealing their idea. The media called him heartless, a cold genius who cared more about code than people. But behind that calm, emotionless face, Mark was fighting battles that most of us could never imagine. He was just 23, leading one of the fastest-growing companies in history, and every decision he made shaped not just his company, but the entire future of the internet. By 2010, Facebook had crossed 500 million users, 500 million people connected by one platform that started in a small dorm room. Mark had built something bigger than any one person could control. He had become the youngest billionaire in the world. But even then, he rarely smiled for cameras. He didn't care about parties, awards, or interviews. While others chased attention, Mark chased innovation. He believed that connection could make the world a better place, that technology could unite people beyond borders, languages, and distance. But with great power came great responsibility. Facebook was no longer just a platform for fun. It became the center of global conversations, politics, culture, business, and emotion. Every click, every share, every like carried weight, and Mark had to carry that burden. As criticism grew about privacy, fake news, and data, Mark stood in front of governments and millions of people defending his vision. People called him robotic, but the truth is, he was a builder, not a talker. He spoke through his creations. While the world judged him for what Facebook became, he kept looking forward, always thinking about the next chapter. Then, in 2021, he made his boldest move yet. He announced a new name, Meta, a new vision, the metaverse, a world where digital and physical life could merge. Many laughed at him. Many said he was obsessed with a fantasy world. But Mark saw what others didn't: a future where humans could live, work, and play beyond screens. Just like they doubted him in Harvard, they doubted him again. But that never stopped him before. Mark Zuckerberg isn't just a programmer. He's a visionary who reimagined how humans connect. He taught us that one person, one idea,
One night of courage can change the entire direction of history. He faced criticism, failure, and fear, but he never stopped building. He may not be the loudest voice in the room, but his silence speaks louder than most. Because while others dream about changing the world, Mark actually did. Today, over 3 billion people use his creation. That's nearly half the planet connected through one vision that started in a small dorm room. Mark Zuckerberg's story isn't just about technology. It's about persistence, clarity, and belief. He showed the world that greatness doesn't come from perfection, but from never giving up on your idea, even when the world laughs at you. So the next time you open Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp, remember the quiet genius behind it all. A man who looked at the world and decided to connect it. Because in the end, Mark Zuckerberg didn't just build a company, he built a new kind of humanity. If you believe that one idea can change the world, then never stop dreaming, never stop building, and never stop believing in your vision. Because history doesn't remember those who followed the rules, it remembers those who dared to rewrite them. This was the story of Mark Zuckerberg, a story of vision, risk, and unstoppable belief. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of the world's greatest minds and their incredible journeys.